So the school I work for does not have an honor roll, so I chose to talk about their MAPS and NISA data, particularly in the fifth grade classrooms, and its relationship to self-discipline, or this idea of grit, and a growth through fixed mindset and poverty. So this school has a poverty rate of 44%. In one of the articles I read, the authors indicate that as many as 43% of those in poverty don't pass standardized assessments. And if that were the case, one would expect that almost half of these fifth graders in this school would not do well on their MAPS and NISA exams, but that's not the case. Only two kids out of one of the classes scored in the low performing range for both reading and math on MAPS. And the teacher indicates that those kids score lowest in her class as well, and MAPS data corresponds with their letter grades as well. So the question is, how much of that has to do with the growth mindset fostered by the school versus the fixed mindset? And then there's other articles that discuss this value of self-discipline or grit. But there's also authors that discuss the value of, or that suggest that self-discipline, if one is in poverty, is not necessarily enough to overcome the effects of poverty on achievement. So overcoming those effects, coupled with self-discipline and a growth mindset, can be complemented with what the school does to support all kids. So this school in particular has things like the breakfast program. They promote the free and reduced lunch directly in their parent information at the beginning of the year. And they have a backpack program that supplies school supplies and backpacks for those kids. And then they have a Friday food program where they send food home on the weekend for the students who can't or wouldn't have food for the weekend. This school also has a heavy emphasis on the MTSS process, particularly around literacy. So they have interventions at Tier 1, 2, and 3 for our students. And the teachers have coordinated plan times so that they can plan cross-curricular type activities with coordinated materials. They do promote a growth mindset in their staff. There's a tremendous amount of professional development opportunities for their staff, and they continually are looking at data through their MTSS process so that they don't stay stagnant and they're making database decisions for the students' learning. They also are looking at different assessment data, performance assessment, that kind of thing, rather than just standardized testing for the students. So in a climate where free school lunch is being questioned, school vouchers and school choice threatening public ed as we know it, I think this assignment spotlights the complexities of the issues we face as educators.